8 red flags of women you should never ignore. Many people define red flags differently. Some people's lists aren't very long, some people's to-do lists are so long. While some online red flags are humorous, others shouldn't be overlooked, especially in a relationship. Women who express bossy and aggressive conduct are red flags that must not be ignored. A partnership should provide comfort, peace of mind, and any other positive outcomes you might imagine. You need to rein in that relationship when it's the other way around. Our mental health should come first, and if relationships' outside influences cause them to deteriorate, you should think about ending the connection. Red flags are cautionary symbols that suggest manipulative behavior, which can be hazardous for the relationship's partners. The majority of tumultuous relationships could have been prevented if the victims had paid more attention to the warning signs they initially identified. It is typically preferable to end a relationship with a woman when you spot red flags. Abuse and maltreatment, ego, controlling behavior, etc. are all red flags in women. You should reevaluate your relationship with a woman when you see these warning signs in your interactions with her. Whatever your gender, never stay in an abusive relationship. Red flags should always be looked out for when dating a woman. Knowing what they look like and why they are harmful will help you recognize them. When the emotional, psychological, and physical abuse starts, it's almost too late. I'm going to show you some warning signs of a girl in this video that you should never overlook when dating her. Number 1, rebound in a relationship. Some ladies start dating again right away after their first one ends. Without a companion, many women are unable to live alone for an extended period. In a relationship, this conveys a clinging and overly dependent attitude. Some women believe that being in a relationship makes them whole. So avoid her if she has recently ended a relationship and is in a rebound situation. One of the worst warning signs in women is this. If she has just started dating again, she hasn't had time to grieve the breakup of her relationship or pursue any personal development. They frequently experience post-breakup depression, but seldom seek treatment. Instead, they use rebound relationships as a coping strategy. They rely on you far too much and are unwilling to leave you for a second because they are insecure about the relationship. This may happen due to her past trauma from the latest breakup. Number 2, jealousy. One of the biggest warning signs in a girl that you need to avoid is jealousy. Some women exhibit toxic attachment behaviors such as jealousy, insecurity, and fear. In this situation, she would try to micromanage every aspect of your life and never respect your personal space or life outside of the partnership. Women that exhibit this red flag believe they should come first in their partner's lives and will fight back against anything that tries to steal that attention, no matter what it is. A woman's jealousy of her partner's parents and close friends may indicate that the relationship needs to be reviewed. If nothing is done, it may develop into a controlling relationship where she holds her spouse accountable for everything. Number 3, talks about her ex-partners. You need to have a serious chat with your wife if she constantly seems to be whining about her ex-partners even when she is now in a relationship with you. Is every one of her past partners a complete narcissist, a cheater, or a liar? Warning, this raises an alarm. In every relationship, nobody is totally blameless. She's giving you a sample of how she will talk about you in the future if she consistently plays the victim. If both of you have a history of unhappy relationships, criticizing your ex-partners can be a fantastic icebreaker, but if she has nothing positive to say about any of them, you're in trouble. If she consistently criticizes and demeans her ex-partners, this is a clue that she is using her ex-partners as a crutch to cover up her own shortcomings. Number 4, too much insecure. She is obsessing unhealthily over you if she is obsessed with knowing where you are and feels paranoid when she can't reach you. She might want to spend all of her time with you, and if this starts to interfere with your ability to spend time with your friends and family, then it's definitely not a good sign. You have the right to a past life, confidential interactions, and general privacy. It's not acceptable if she probes you about your past, peruses your messages, or otherwise invades your privacy. Number 5, tricks you. If she tricks you when you're dating, she has serious maturity problems, and one of the worst warning signs in women is this. When you consider that society socializes women to act in this way in order to get male attention, it may not even be totally her fault. Yet a lady who is emotionally grown doesn't engage in games. She is blunt. She expresses to you her desires and dissatisfactions. She doesn't play hard to get since she doesn't think it's necessary to act in a way that would draw attention from others. If you see a lady playing games when you're dating her, you should expect your relationship to have the same subtly manipulative tendencies. It isn't discussed as frequently as it needs to be concerning this warning sign. She should be able to tell right away if she doesn't share your beliefs or way of life. It doesn't imply that she is mistaken and you are right. And it doesn't necessarily follow that she wouldn't be a wonderful match for someone else. She isn't just the appropriate match for you. So, this is also cause for concern. It doesn't imply ignoring the discrepancies or attempting to meld two fundamentally dissimilar ways of life and principles. Number 6, wants to change you. When a woman wants to change you, that is a big red flag. You are not a project. You should be loved for who you are because you are a human being. She doesn't love you for who you are if she's always attempting to change you into someone else. She admires you for the person she believes you could become if you gave it more effort. Even if the lady who sees your full potential may stroke your ego if she demands that you pretend to be someone or something you're not. That's a warning sign that things won't work out for you. In a healthy relationship, you'll want to improve for each other, but no one should exert pressure on you to do so. Number 7, aggressive. Problems with your relationship should be able to be discussed without her going crazy and attempting to harm you. You can feel intimidated or threatened if she frequently loses her temper when you try to have challenging conversations with her. This can create anger over time and lead to a severe rift between you and her. She seeks various ways to let you know about things rather than discussing them with you. She lacks candor when expressing her feelings and is petty and passive-aggressive. She just gave you a warning sign that you shouldn't disregard. Does she slam cabinet doors instead of informing you that she is angry? She cries and claims there is nothing wrong, which is even worse. This is the red sign. Number 8, doesn't say sorry. It is common to apologize in the event of confrontation, especially if you are certain you are at blame. At the very least, doing that will help to resolve the conflict. Some women find it difficult to apologize. Instead, they assign blame for their mistakes to their spouses. Defensiveness can intensify a dispute, but it can also harm the other person if they are unjustly accused of something they are not responsible for. We all have behaviors someone else might see and think are red flags. Being someone else's cautionary tale or warning sign is not enjoyable, but this is how we make decisions about what we want and don't want. We can just decide that someone isn't right for us without passing judgment on them. There are red flags everywhere. They can be disregarded. You may consent to them, yet you'll need to pay attention to them if you want to develop your growth and learn how to build good connections. If you liked our video, please let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching.